Hi all, welcome back. So in yesterday's video we have already discussed about the shallow copy. Hi all, welcome back to System Verilog coding session. So in yesterday's video we have already discussed about the shallow copy in System Verilog. If you didn't see that video, I'll link that here or I'll link that in the description box also. You can go there and check it out. You first go there and check it out and then come to this particular session because I have made the same code for both shallow copy and deep copy so that you can understand the actual difference between the shallow copy and deep copy very easily. So without understanding what is shallow copy, if you come to deep copy and if you learn this, if you listen to this code, you don't understand anything, which is why I am telling you to first go there and check it out the entire video so that you can understand clearly about what is shallow copy, and then you can come to the deep copy and then check out this code so that you will get a clear idea on shallow copy and deep copy. Because recently when we are seeing the interviews in System Verilog, many are asking about this shallow copy and deep copy. So you should have a clear understanding on what is shallow copy and what is deep copy, what is the difference between these two shallow and deep copies, right? And before getting into today's video, if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing my channel and hit on the notification bell. Also do follow me on LinkedIn and also Telegram in order to get the updates related to VLSI jobs and internships that I encounter in my LinkedIn profile, right? So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into today's video, which is deep copy. So you already, like we already discussed in the previous video, what is the disadvantages of shallow copy and how we are going to overcome it in the deep copy. So the same example, if you see here, this is my error transaction which consists of error data and error, and I have prepared a constructor function for this. Again I am taking the class, okay, where again I am taking the handle of error, the same everything is, and I have assigned the values, okay, and then end function, and then I have written the display function. Now after this in shallow copy, what we have done, we have written the module for that particular, and we have created the handles for tr1 and tr2, right? But in deep copy, before entering into the module, we'll be writing one extra function which is called as deep copy function. Okay, so if you see here, what is the advantage of this particular deep copy function is that if you see here function deep copy, and I am using the transaction as my argument. Now if you see here, what is the transaction? So this is my transaction. So I am taking the transaction, okay, so I am creating a handle for the transaction within my function. Now what does my transaction consist of? Obviously data, id and error. So what does this error internally consist of? It consists of error and error transaction, right? So see, error and error data, right? So these are the two internal. So finally my transaction consists of data, id, error and error data. So what I am writing? I am writing a separate deep copy function where I am assigning all the values into the this particular transaction function. So tr dot data is assigned into this dot data. So whatever individually values that I have taken in my transaction, I am individually assigning all the values into this deep copy function. Okay, so if you see here, this dot error transaction of error data and error transaction of error, so I am assigning everything into this deep copy function. So now what happens? And then I have returned the end function. So this is the function that changes the thing between shallow copy and deep copy. Why? Because if you see in the shallow copy, you don't observe this function. You will be writing this function, means you are deep copying. That means if you are having any internal objects within the another class, and if you don't want any changes in that internal objects also, then you opt for this deep copy function. Okay, clear? So this is how the difference occurs. So let us see how the difference is going to happen now. So if you see here, everything is same, like trr equal to new, and I have called with tr function, and I have created a. Now if you see in the shallow copy, what we have done here, we have done as tr2 equal to new of tr1. That means what we have done here, tr2 whatever, so we are creating two memory locations for tr1 and tr2, and whatever that present in tier 1, I am assigning it to tier 2. Is it or not? This is the shallow copy, right? Now for deep copy, what I am doing, I am creating a memory location for tier 2, and what again I am doing, whatever that is there in tier 1, I am deep copying it to tier 2. So I am calling the deep copy function. So what is the deep copy function? If you see here, with tier 2 handle, I am calling the deep copy function, okay, which inside is having an argument of tier 1. So what is happening now? So what is my deep copy function? This is my deep copy function. So this is my tier 1. So what is the tier 1 consists of? The tier 1 consists of data, id, error, transaction of error. So everything will be copied into this. Clear? So whatever that are present in tier 1 is obviously present in tier 2. But what is the difference? The difference is how I am calling it. Okay, so this makes the difference. Okay, like if you see here, even though we are calling the same person, okay, you may be the child of one person, you may be the father for another person, you are the same person, but you are called as daughter by one person, you are called as mother by another person, you are called as sister by another person. Okay, that means you are not changing, you are permanent here, but the persons around you, the way that you are called is different. Similarly, even though the copying technique is same, but what we are doing, if we are calling it with deep copy function, then it is a deep copy method. If you are calling it with a normal new function, then it is a shallow copy method, right? Hope you got an idea between this shallow copy and deep copy, how to differentiate between shallow copy and deep copy. Okay, if you see any extra function, that means if you see any second handle called with function name, then that is a deep copy. So basically, since it is deep copy, in order to make everyone understand, I have mentioned the function name as deep copy. Basically, you will be calling it as deep copy so that everyone can understand what is the function there. Clear? Right? So this is how that's happening. Now what happens? Since you are calling with deep copy function, so whatever variables that are present in deep copy, everything will be copied individually. Okay, here that is the thing. Everything, since you are using a separate function, so everything will be called individually. Now what happens, since everything are called individually, so any changes that is made in tier 1 doesn't affect tier 2, any changes that are made in tier 2 doesn't affect tier 1. Now what happens, see, I have changed the values again. So before I have assigned the values, if you see here, I have assigned the values as 101, all F1, same before only, just like before. Now with tier 1 handle, I am changing as 202, 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything is done with tier 1 handle only. And I am calling with tier 1 handle and tier 2 handle. Okay. Now I didn't give the exam output for this particular function, since if you already understand about shallow copy and you understood this deep copy, you ping the answer in the comment box. I will tell whether your answer is correct or not, and if you are wrong, I will also explain it once again, like why you are wrong in that particular scenario. And if you have any doubts on this shallow copy and deep copy, please feel free to ask me in the comment box or in my LinkedIn ID also. And so that is all for today. In the next classes, in the upcoming classes, we'll also be discussing about how to develop an test bench environment, how to develop generator code, how to develop the monitor code, how to write a driver code. Everything will be discussed in detail so that you can easily, my main motto to those who are listening to these videos is to make you write your own code in system verilog, like to write a test bench code on system verilog, so that you will feel confident on how to write a code. And also I will also give some tips and tricks in order to remember how to write a test bench code for a particular block, like how to write a generator block, how to write a driver block, what are the most common things in generator block, what actually where is the place that we should concentrate on while we are writing the code. Because basically, even though you are a fresher, or even though if you are having some experience, 1 or 2 years experience also, when you are entering interviews, the most frequently asked question for a engineer, like for VLSI design and verification engineer, is to write a code. Okay, so write a generator code, write a driver code. Okay, they you will be asked to write a driver code, like what are the things, as you already know the system verilog test bench is reusable. So what are the things that are mostly not don't be touched, like everything, some components within the driver code they are untouched, like they are common in every code. Okay, some of the logic is differing, so let us see what is the thing that is different and what is the thing that is common in all the blocks in every code. Okay, so for all these interesting videos, I think you know what to do. Please subscribe to my channel and also hit on the notification bell. Also please share this to all the VLSA aspirants who also want to enter into design and verification domain, right? So this is all for today. Thank you all.